Now, Kat, back to some more on councils in heaven. So here's what I want to know is if there's people on the earth that are like Abraham and they're like Moses. Abraham contended with God at one point and said, far be it from you to destroy the righteous with the wicked. Would not the God of all the universe do what's right? He does that, and God was pleased. Then Moses has another time where he contends with God. God says, get out of the way. I'm going to wipe out this people. And Moses says, fine, then wipe me out too, because I'm not going, So talk to me about, is there any kind of equivalent on the earth with us now where we can contend with God in that way that he would be pleased? Or is that just Old Testament?
It's not just Old Testament, but there's a difference, like I mentioned in the beginning. There is a real thing that God put in place called seed time and harvest, Steve. And we always should pray for people to not go into hell. I have seen hell several times, and nobody wants to go there. Trust me, nobody. You don't want to send anybody there. If you need help with that, make sure you loose unforgiveness from your soul, loose hate from your soul. Don't keep it. That all comes from the enemy. But I can tell you this, in seed time, it is harvest time now. Not harvest of the souls to end everything. I'm not talking about that harvest. There's many harvests that take place. But we're about to have a harvest in the earth of those who've stood firm, believing God, trusting God through all that we've been through in the last probably almost 2 years. That there's been seeds of hate, of evil, of deception, of lies. And they're going to get those people. We can't pray that harvest away. You can't pray that harvest away. Okay. And we also don't want to pray away the harvest that he's about to bring for the blessings, right? The blessings, the wealth, the promotions, the ideas. We don't want to play, but they're hand in hand. What you seeded in this time, you will reap a harvest. We can't stop the harvest. Okay. And this is a seed time and harvest event. What's been happening starting somewhere in 2019 through now. And it's been a line drawn of what's evil and what's not. We can't stop the evil from harvesting the judgment of God because they planted seeds for that. But there is usually always, people can always ask, they can contend for people's souls, especially if missionaries in countries that serve in those countries, especially, they can contend for God not to take those people. But if they've been a part of all this left stuff and liberal and evil of the lying and deception, we can pray all day long, and that you're not going to stop what God's going to do in that, because that is seed time and harvest. But of course, God sometimes he put that in the heart, by the way. He put that in the heart of Moses and Abraham to contend, to have a love or care about those people. God loves it when we care about souls. But if it's a seed time and harvest thing, it says in the Bible, we can't stop that from happening. Okay. So if you're talking about a family member, you don't want a family member to go to hell, so you're going to stand and contend that they will know Jesus Christ. They won't go into eternity without you. They'll be in heaven. That kind of contending, always stand for that. If it's a close family member, somebody you love, always stand for the salvation of those people, that they will know Jesus Christ. But as far as changing a lot that God is saying he's going to do in this time, we can't change seed time and harvest.
That's good.